Wayne just starting to get his just due as a lyricist. Like when people have them all-time conversations.
See, bro,
and I feel like
I got one
should.
conversation when you bring Wayne up, the GOAT. I think Wayne the greatest rapper of all time.
Is Lil Wayne the greatest rapper of all time?
There's argument for that.
I just want your personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Lil Wayne is. Well, yeah, he is the greatest rapper of all time for me.
He's number one on your list.
He's number one on my list.
Took you kind of long to say it.
Because
you don't sound convincing.
It's a juggle. It's a juggle between him, Jay-Z, and Kanye. That's just my personal opinion.
Kanye can't be in the conversation. He has writers.
Whatever.
Doesn't Lil Wayne have writers?
Lil Wayne, he had writers in his past, and when people thought like the
okay, so he can't be the greatest rapper of all time.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
No. That's a well-known hip hop fact. If you have writers, you cannot be the greatest rapper of all time. You can be the greatest artist of all time, but you can't be the greatest rapper of all time.
Lil Wayne's run from 2004 to 2012,
the Carter,
all that whole long run was the longest and the most hardest run. This guy was dropping mixtapes every weekend, and mixtapes typically had like upwards of like 14 songs, and he was dropping them relentlessly like every other weekend from 2005 to 2010. He fled the streets. Lil Wayne is somebody who's deeply loved and adored by all the whole culture.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying his body of work. I feel like it's an amazing body of work, but there's just an unwritten rule. You cannot have writers.
They all have everybody has writers. Jay-Z has writers.
No.
Jay-Z got writers.
No. You have to prove it. You can't just say it.
So who's on your list?
We need receipts.
So who's on your list?
We need receipts.
Who's on your list?
M is number one.
Eminem has writers.
Eminem is number one.
Proof used to write for Eminem.
Eminem doesn't have writers.
Proof used to write for Eminem. It's known.
Proof wrote for who?
Eminem.
Proof may have given him a line or two, but he did not write for Eminem. Yeah. Nobody can write for M.
Everybody has writers. Eminem has writers.
Nobody can write for M. He's too intricate.
I'm right? Proof wrote most of his music, right?
He's too intricate.
Eminem has writers.
Oh my God. It reminds me of a clip where Jaguar Wright said, yeah, Proof wrote for Eminem. Proof has been dead since 2006. We're in 2024.
All right, but nonetheless, Eminem is widely recognized and widely.
So you're saying Eminem has writers? I'm not letting this go.
He does. Absolutely has writers. And everybody in the comments could even fucking tell us.
Okay, guys, get in the comments. Let's talk about it.
Look. What was that? The new album? Is that the new album? Is the new album, right? He has writers. How many writers do you have on there?
What did they write? They wrote the bridge.
They don't tell you, but there's writers.
No.
All accredited.
They wrote. The writers they write choruses. They write bridges. They will write outros. They may have given a line or two, but nobody has written a verse for Eminem.
You don't know that.
And I do know that.
That's crazy. Eminem has writers. Next.
So you're just gonna say everybody has writers?
They all have writers. They all literally. When you're in the writing process room, it's different.
So listen. You're saying he has writers. You have to show me what these guys wrote. Now we have to get into the weeds. Now we have to get into specifics here. Okay, he has writers. What did they write? But I don't have it on
top of my head, but I know that he has writers.
So you're saying the same thing about Jay-Z too?
Jay-Z got writers too.
Nas
too. Nas has writers.
Are you just saying that just to?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. Nas has writers too. Everybody has writers.
Biggie has writers.
Biggie's had writers. Lil Cease used to write for him. Fucking Mace used to write for him too. Right? Like, come on now. Like, people write for this.
Sci-Hi, freaking Lupe. They all got writers. Everybody got writers.
Well, look.
The writers got writers.
So here's what I'm trying to show you. It's not full out, hey, you're going to write my whole album. But, a guy would sit there in the studio session and have a hook or two, even a couple lines in the song, and still be accredited. But we wouldn't know.
That's okay. That's fair.
And that's the majority of the people.
That's fair. One line here,
Lil
two
Wayne
lines
is
here.
the best
Lil
rapper.
Wayne has had verses written for him.
Lil Wayne is the best rapper. Yeah, sure, but he's the best rapper. That he says.
Lil Wayne ain't fucking with M.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne ain't fucking with M.
Guys, I beg you.
Listen.
I beg you, please.
You know what's funny?
Let's shut the shit down.
You said it's a juggle between Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, and Kanye.
Yeah.
Eminem destroyed Jay on Renegade. Have you heard Renegade?
Of course I did.
Okay. So right there, Jay-Z's eliminated. Boom, bap. Sorry, Jay.
Off of
I
one
love
verse.
you.
Off of one verse, I've never done a verse again.
Man, that's as close as you can get to a battle without it being a battle.
Wild.
Eminem mangled Jay-Z on Renegade. That's a fact. Argue with your mama.
That I will never do.
So get in the comments, guys. Let us know if you think that Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time. And also let me know if you agree with Mob that all of our great lyricists have writers.
They
He
do.
says Nas, Biggie, Tupac, Eminem, they all have writers. And by the way, what's your criteria for greatest rapper? Like, what are the categories you look for?
First of all, lyricism, whether he writes it or not. Okay, it's the way you present it, the way you rap it. Okay, lyricism. Bars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to the
Record
aesthetic.
sales count too?
Sure, record sales do count, and Lil Wayne never disappointed with his albums.
Okay.
Concert tickets never disappoints. In fact, he brought Drake out. Like if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for his voice, we wouldn't have Drake today.
No, that's a
Like,
fact.
okay,
That's
and
a
then Nicki and Tyga.
fact.
So that being said, aesthetically, also the star power shit, and also the fashion when it comes to hip hop and fashion go hand in hand.
All of that.
Lil Wayne had everybody rocking bathing apes in the hood. I mean, even though Pharrell did it before, Lil Wayne brought it back and had everybody in the hood rocking bathing apes. So
Yeah. But he can't be the greatest rapper because he has writers and Eminem doesn't. I'm just saying.
Eminem has writers, and if you don't, even if you have writers, that does not disqualify you from being the best rapper.
Absolutely, you're disqualified.